you're not, I guess you can't tell me. So welcome to the World Indices Speed Webinar. Now, Thursday the 26th of March 2020 is a disclaimer and warning. And first thing, what's important, I better go back to the disclaimer in the morning. This is general advice only by Best Trading Proprietary Limited of profithunters.com.au. AR 289519 of Alpha Securities, AFSL 330757. This is general advice only, does not constitute financial product advice, does not take into account your particular needs and investment objectives, financial situation. Prior to seeking advice, you should obtain from anybody, you should obtain and the PDS and the FSG. You can get those from alphasecurities.com.au, or you can probably have already read Adesk Profit Hunters and Adesk Trading Proprietary Limited. So same statements. So something to do with that, and just remember trading is risky. We had a lot of short-term bullhorns, warnings on a lot of stocks. We were very fortunate to buy on the 23rd of December, sorry, 23rd of March, and it turns out there was also another big hedge fund who was long volatility put options in the form of put options, and a man called Bill Ackerman, and we may remember that he was a Dow up more than 1,000. These are the headlines. Bill Ackman, spectacular trade. He made $2.6 billion times the 200 times. He invested $27 million in basically put options credit on the credit market, and so he's profited from the decline. He market-wide puts in the form of purchase of credit protection on various global investment grade and high-yield credit indices, and sold them on Monday, March 26 for a nice sum of $2.6 billion. Now we actually got out the same time, well, we got in long at the same time. So we have a PHG trade on. We got in at 23.02 and 22.75. This is our PHG trades table. Got in at 23.04 and 22.75. Stop loss has been moved up to 23.22, and we'll just do this quickly because we'll see how much it is per contract. It's been a boomer of the market, now trading at 24.47, which is a bit surprising. 24.38 actually closed, 24.38. Hasn't moved up that much. We're probably going to bring it up now to stop up to not bring it up that high. 23.50. Taken profit at 23.74 already yesterday at 5 a.m. And go, see where we're at. So the actual profit that we've been making so far, this is unclosed profits, is between here. The lowest we got in was 22.75, so probably the average would be around about 22.88. 24.61 seems to be where it's trading. Data is a little bit different. That is about, that's $8,600 a contract, up about 7.59%. So it's about 15 or 16,000 Aussie dollars would have made on it if you had taken that particular trade. Well, this is the Dow Transport, so I looked at the chart quickly. So now, I don't want to call this the counting our chickens. But we are. So it was nice to get in there, and not really nice to get in. So we've seen that go up. Oh goodness, wow. We were targeting not quite as high as that, 2560 to 2560. Been up a lot. You know, would have liked to have taken some profit up at that higher level. That would have been about 13,000 US, so that would have been 20,000 Aussie per contract with an E-mini S&P. The stop loss was not that big normally. If you can hear me and see me say something, I'd like to see some whether the sound is working and how this is. I'm doing this live right now. You can probably see that if you just say hi, point in. So we've seen the rally and then it's pulled back. This is significant. Let's look at the E-mini S&P. Should have gone. We're looking for 2641 on the top side. We blew its stack above here and it's kind of not doing as good as it should. I think I'm doing the right thing by raising the stop up to that 50 area. It's a good trade. We don't want to. We're bringing it up into here. It's a good trade. We don't want to lose it. But also, I suspect a lot of things are not right still. Bill Ackerman taking profit. We took profit. We went long. Some people have been encouraged to do that. So. Could put it at 2,400. Wow. So volatile. This is a tough one. Probably can come back down to 2413. Just stop up to 2,400. Just below 2,400, 2,395. Then at least we've made up about 100 points. Plus, it's not bad. We made 100 points on the first lot. Let's run through the transcripts. On the weekend, I'll be running a Train the Chartist and Train the Trader educational series. We'll be looking at the live markets and I'll explain why I do things so that you can do it yourself. The Dow Transport's had a good boot and scooting run. Couldn't get to the 38.2. That is indicating a disappointment and a weakness. Dow Jones Industrial Average, it's a dojing at the moment. It's probably just closed, so it's a bit confused. It's had a couple of days rally. It's time to take some profit if you are long. And Nasdaq's done a 38.2. It's time to take some profit if you are long. S&P 500 cash index, still weak, headed into some overhead resistance. It's time to take some profit if you are long. Volatility index. Bill Ackman, on the 23rd, he sold his volatility. In other words, he had bought down here somewhere, bought in this area here, volatility, that had gone berserk. It had basically quadrupled in value, and then he sold it here, and that was what pushed it down the next day as options traders try to hedge their books and get volatility, get rid of the volatility that he just sold them, and that's why it bounced back. There's a pretty big position for options. Now it's back to normal, so it's back to unusually high volatility. Let's look at the internals of the in-and floor session overnight. They pushed it down into the close. Got it pretty excited. Now it's selling more. Things are in trouble below 23.80, so our 23.95 stop still holds. Pick up on the German DAX. Getting close. I think you'll find that'll fail. Below 9,400 is your stop on the DAX. I don't think, if you are long, I don't think you want to hold positions too long these days, given the volatility. Now, probably comes back down in the Euro stocks 50 down to 25.30 and heads back up to 2,900. In terms of the UK, the Italian MIB, doji of confusion, didn't get to that higher target. So still a bit weak, looking back down to 15,557. Currently we have some PHG members trading that one. Let's have a look at the FTSE. Okay, FTSE. FTSE's been very slow, sorry about this. Can somebody please send me a message, because I want to know whether it's working. Okay, is my data feed not working? Let me know, please. Is my feed still working? Send me a message. Okay, so that's enough for the Italian MIB. China, which is yesterday's data. And a pop, they're back to work, it's starting to happen again, they're starting to pollute again, look to 29.65 or 29.44. Possibly on a war footing. Hong Kong Hang Seng. Also, we've been happy about this failing to go on with the job, but looking for 24,630. Nikkei. I did say that this could be a substantially and fast rally because it wasn't keeping up with what the US dollar JPY was. This has proven true. and I think this will sustain itself towards 21,153 or 20,752. Australian Share Price Index Futures, SPI. It's now pretty well had over a 10% rally. And I think it's probably done enough. Probably comes back down to about 47.50, 47.60 area. Let's pick up the hourly charts. 60. 60-minute charts. And for me, it's an interesting run there. Look at that. That's a very clear, fast, hard line. Probably a third wave. So we're only looking at a correction. Maximum 4,700 on the downside. That'll be the retracement, and we should get long. Now, we did add to our self-managed super funds back on the 23rd. I'll talk about that in the ASX webinar. There being no other questions, people not asking questions, I'm going to close this up. Talk to you later.